Hello, everyone. My name is Michael Barnes, and you're joining me today, hopefully, to learn about Bulgaria, an unknown golden interest. And I think it's important to inform you on this because, relatively, I feel like little is known about Bulgaria. So this may be an opportunity to gain some knowledge and some entertainment out of this. Now, you may start by understanding that Bulgaria is able to claim 9 World Heritage Sites as documented by the United Nations. This is a big deal because be able to fit this criterion as documented by their website, United Nations website at whc.unesco.org. And to meet this criterion, as I had said, you must exhibit outstanding examples of a representation of a major stage in human civilization and Earth's history. So pretty big deal, and it has 9 of these. Pretty cool. Also, it has big influences on the origin of speech with the Cyrillic language, and also other things are that it has important geographical landscapes that are very pretty, like Pirin National Park, that are on this UNESCO World Heritage Site. While having historical influence, it is also modernly affordable. An article by USA Today states that a night out in Bulgaria can cost $200, and that includes many things like your room. But we'll touch on this later. Uh, Bulgaria may be also important to you and relevant because it's in a region of socio-economic and political instability. It's within striking distance of ISIS in the Middle East, so this may be better understand the peripheral of it so we can figure out more of the inner workings of an important world topic, if you will. Now let's talk about Bulgaria's people and culture for a little bit so we can better understand and know my claimings of immediate and historical value. 85% of the population in Bulgaria is Eastern Orthodox Christianity. Uh, this is no small following. Total worldwide, there's 200 million followers of this religion, and it draws on influences because of its regional location from Greeks, the Middle East, Russia, and Slavic culture, but developed mainly from Christianity. And this can all be found in a BBC article published in June 11, 2008, titled Eastern Orthodox Church. Furthermore, about its people and culture, they practice coal walking in Bulgaria still, and you may have seen it in movies like Ace Ventura or something like that, but they actually do this. To start off, they put themselves inside a church or some sort of traditional setting and go into a 4-hour seance. They do this by staring at a statue of the patron saint. They proceed to come out of this area where the coals are set up and people are gathered around, and they walk across the coals with the patron saint that they were um, thinking about, contemplating, if you will. Now, there hasn't been any documented cases of injury, but I also think that means there's no documented cases of injured pride yet. Also, in the 9th century in Bulgaria, as mentioned slightly earlier about the Cyrillic language, it was created in Bulgaria. Now, this was done in the 9th century by the Brethren Saints Methodius and Cyrillic. And this is important to note because it actually is the influence of and basis for most languages used in the world. It is the most used one, and most referenced one. So pretty incredible. With several geographically and local cultural influences, Bulgarians have developed some curious social mannerisms. This dates back to the Ottoman Empire in 14th century and when Constantinople was the capital. So way back in the day, and what they would do is as you were speaking, they would nod their head up and down. And this doesn't necessarily mean agreement, so watch yourself. This is just acknowledging the fact that you're stating your opinion in a way they can understand. So maybe watch some car deals going down over there. I don't know. It's just something that you need to watch out for in certain parts of it. Other cultural dynamics include, as stated by the Huffington Post article Alex Travell did in August 2011, states that Bulgaria has the oldest gold cache known. This includes 3,000 gold articles and goes back to the 3rd century BC. And this is located in Vara, Bulgaria. Other things to note about Bulgaria is, if nothing else, it has a sweet smell, if you will. And I say this because it's documented by USA Today in Middle Eastern, excuse me, affordable destinations in Europe, and Bulgaria is the topic of this one, and they said that 85% of the rose oil production in the world is produced in Bulgaria. So that's the how sweet it is type thing over there. Even with worldly importance and cultural contributions, the beauty and affordability of Bulgaria is what makes this country a European jewel. Some UNESCO sites that, as mentioned earlier, that you can visit are Pira National Park. National Geographic article naming it the Park of the Week by Raskol Pavel noted that there were 300 rare species, 70 glacial lakes, all contained in 105 miles squared. Let me close by saying a few more fundamental facts in summary of Bulgaria, its people, and customs. It has a deep, deep history. This goes all the way back to the Silk Trade Route when it was the midway point in the whole travels of that. Now, ironically and cyclically, it's actually the crux of the oil trade route right now, if you will. So, if nothing else, one of the big things you need to take away is its importance in history and culture. Mainly, if nothing else, the Cyrillic language, because of course we all communicate by language, and this is one of the earliest dating forms of that was in Bulgaria. So it is a golden treasure. Historically, whether it be the Ottoman Empire and dating back to the Eastern Orthodox Christianity, with the Cyrillic language as mentioned, archaeologically has the gold cache, oldest gold cache, and geographically is in Pira National Park. So Bulgaria begs to be seen. Thank you. It's been Michael Barnes.